guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Nidhi Shastri, and for those who are either new to the channel or haven't watched a previous video, I'm basically an MD community medicine resident currently pursuing my MD in IGGMC Nagpur. So a question that I have repeatedly gotten from a lot of people around me was why I chose this specialty for my PG. This is not the most conventional specialty branch that people choose or that people have in mind when they think about MD, and this is something that people kept asking me again and again. Now I did have my own answers and I did have my own interests, but I thought, why not make a YouTube video, because there is such less information available online about this. So I thought, why not make a video and help more NEET PG aspirants make a choice. One disclaimer that I would like to add is that I chose this specialty only after doing a thorough research. I spoke to a lot of people in this profession. I spoke to a lot of people who've passed out and are currently, pursuing careers in this same field. And I also, dug up a lot of information online. And of course, this was a subject that I was interested in, which really helped. So my first reason, and a very honest reason, is that my marks weren't enough to get into a clinical branch in a government college. When the merit list came out, I would have gotten into a deemed college through All India quota in a clinical branch. Maybe not the topmost, but maybe something like ophthalmology, anesthesia, or ENT, or maybe I would have gotten into a private college, maybe in state quota or through institutional quota. But I honestly did not want to spend that kind of money, for a private or deemed college. I do understand that a lot of people would rather pay the money and get into a dream branch or get into a clinical branch because they know that the return of investment is going to be very high. But honestly, with me, I did not want to put in that much amount of money in my first year. I knew that my parents are not going to be able to afford the money for the entire 3-year course, and I would have to take a loan. So I did not want to be indebted by a bank and have this whole pressure on me that I have to repay them after my MD. So I wanted to be loan free. I wanted all of the stipend to come to me directly and into my, for my savings for the future, and not to repay to a bank. So I was very clear that I wanted a seat in a government college only. So when I saw my marks and when I saw my rank and I saw the trends in the last few years, I did know that I'm not going to get a clinical branch. So then I sat down and made my plan B and C. It's just life, guys. You need to improvise on your life goals and life targets. So that's exactly what I did. I then sat down and thought about the fields that I was getting with my marks. And community medicine was one branch that I was very interested in. So I thought, why not, study more about it? And that's how I applied this year for, colleges for community medicine as well. My second, reason is because of genuine interest. So this is very rare, but I think my close friends and batchmates would vouch for it, that community medicine was actually my favorite subject in my third year. This subject really always interested me. I loved studying it. I literally cried because I was 2 marks away from a distinction in PSM, and I thoroughly enjoyed the subject. So when it came to decision making, this subject was in top of my list compared to other non-clinical or paraclinical branches. So I very much knew that this is some branch that I would like to pursue. Obviously, it wasn't a choice during my UG time. I never thought I'll be doing MD PSM, but when I did sit down to make a decision this time before my counseling, this was there on top of the list. My third reason is that this is one specialty branch where you can decide in what direction you want to go even after you've completed your postgrad. And they could be completely different directions. Like, you could go into academics. We always need good guides, good mentors. You can go into public health. You can go into administration. You can go into, you can open your own clinic. You can go into an entrepreneur field. So if something doesn't work out, you can always make a change in your branch. There's so much to explore, and there's so much new things coming up in community medicine every day, that there's just a lot to do in this branch. So that is something which I quite like. My fourth reason, and a very, very important one, is the work-life balance that this field provides. Now, obviously, this is a very, very subjective thing. I know of a lot of residents, my co-residents who are in first year, who hardly get time to sleep, who hardly get time to eat, who do not even come to the hostel, but are very, very content in their life. They really love their emergency branches. They love the adrenaline rush that it brings. Now, for someone like me, I am someone who loves traveling. I love spending time with my family, with my friends, with my dogs. I love, knowing that I have a schedule for my sleep, for my meal timings. That's just someone who I am. And I know that if I had gone into a branch like OBGY or surgery, I, probably would have had a very horrible time because I wouldn't be able to adjust to that pressure. So I made a very informed decision in that sense as well. So I decided on community medicine, taking that into aspect. This is a branch where even in my first year, of course, the academics, my OPDs, they do take up most of my time, but I have a set schedule and I do get some time after my college as well. I do get time on the weekends. There is a work-life balance. So I am very content with that part of this field. My fifth reason is that the impact community medicine has on everybody's lives. Each and every aspect since the time we're born to we die has community medicine in it. Be it the first vaccination at birth, be it your regular vaccinations, be it how you can prevent childhood diseases, be it adolescence, be it your pregnancy period, be it contraceptions, be it your geriatric period, everything involves an aspect of community medicine, and that is so interesting because we are working towards preventing a disease and not just curing it. Of course, we do have our OPDs as well. We do have patient interaction too. We do treat for basic illnesses and we refer for the specialty ones. The interventions that we make, honestly, when we go for family visits or when we speak to public in general, the type of suggestions we give them, and when we see how unaware they are and when we are able to create some awareness among them, that is such a great feeling. So you come back at the day satisfied with what you've done. You feel that you've actually made a change in people's lives, and I think that feeling is kind of similar to what every branch feels. Each branch, of course, is incomparable and unique in its own way. So this was my take on MD community medicine. I'm only a first year JR who's been in this specialty for 3 months, but here's my experience with it, and maybe if it changes I would update you guys. But this for now are my 5 reasons why I chose MD in community medicine, and I hope it helps you. If any of you have any queries regarding this branch, you can either DM me on Instagram. I will put my handle down in the description box, or you can leave a comment and let me know.